Hi everyone, welcome to JE Max, JE Mains Advanced Extreme Series. Welcome to season number 2 of JE Max. Through this season and season 2 of JE Max, we are completely concentrating on a particular topic. And in season 2, we are concentrating on the complex numbers, which is very important for all competitive examinations, especially JE Mains and Advanced. Again, my friends, please don't forget to check the description and please don't forget to press the bell icon and there I am providing every information for you in the description through other links. And so far successfully we have completed the 16 lessons of the complex numbers. This is about the 17th lesson. Actually in the 16th lesson we have concentrated on equation of the line and slope of the lines. There again we are concentrating the conditions for a parallel and perpendicular lines and the perpendicular distance and the foot of the perpendicular and image of the point with respect to the lines. So, if you are good at the formulae in the coordinate geometry, that is in the two-dimensional geometry, there, if everything that have been converted into the complex numbers, then things are very easy for you. Now, coming to the more about the straight lines in the complex plane, actually, if W1 and W2 are the complex slopes of the lines, actually, I know, I told in our previous video, the general equation of the line in a complex plane is A bar Z plus A Z bar plus B equal to 0. This I have told. Okay, and the complex slope of this line is given by minus a by a bar. This is what the complex slope of the line. Complex slope of the line. And already told several points. If the slopes are equal, then lines are parallel. Some of the slopes are complex slopes are 0, then the lines are perpendicular. So if W1 and W2 are the complex slopes of two lines A bar Z plus AZ bar plus K1 equal to 0, B bar Z plus BZ bar plus K2 equal to 0, then the first condition is if they are parallel. If they are parallel means the slopes are equal, that means A by A bar equal to B by B bar. That means if the complex slopes of the lines are equal, then automatically the lines are parallel and the sum of the complex slopes of the lines are 0, then obviously the lines are said to be the perpendicular. Actually, actually it's very simple because if lines are parallel in coordinate geometry also we know that the slopes are equal. If lines are perpendicular we know that product of the slopes is equal to -1. Again apply the same condition, you will derive these results very easily. The only thing is in terms of complex slopes, if the complex slopes are equal we can say that the lines are parallel. And here if sum of the complex slopes is 0, then we can say that the lines are perpendicular. Clear, my friends? Now coming to the most important point. If the angle between the lines is pi by 4, that means argument of first line and as well as the second line is pi by 4, then slope of one line is equal to plus or minus IW. Slope of one line is equal to plus or minus IW. Okay, this is the relation. This is most important point to practice. Need to practice. This is third C. Now coming to equation of the line parallel to. What is the equation of the line parallel to Ax plus By plus C equal to 0? That I can write it as Ax plus By plus K equal to 0. Similarly here also, for any line parallel to A bar Z plus AZ bar plus B equal to 0, as A bar Z plus AZ bar plus lambda equal to 0, where lambda is any real number. Similarly, any line perpendicular to, actually any line perpendicular to x plus by plus c equal to 0 is bx minus ay plus k equal to 0, that we can write it as there. And similarly here, a bar z minus az bar plus lambda I equal to 0, where lambda is a real number. This is what any line perpendicular to the line a bar z plus az bar plus b equal to 0. So, how to get it? The same thing as I said now. You just replace x and x bar with z plus z bar, z plus z bar by 2 and z minus z bar by 2. You will derive this one very easily and very quickly also. Now coming to the length of the perpendicular. Actually, you know, if px1 y1 is given for you a point and a line is given for you ax plus by plus c equal to 0, what is the length of the perpendicular drawn from p onto the line? This is mod of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. That means we are substituting that point on the line and we are taking the square root of a square and b square. The same thing even here holds good. The length of the perpendicular from point p z1 z0 onto the line. So you just substitute the point a bar z0 plus a z0 bar plus b by 2 a bar. 2 mod a bar means a bar means that is you will get a root of x square plus y square. That on the same lines you can get it. So the thing is, you just replace z naught with x1 plus I by x comma y, and you replace z with x plus I y, and you simplify this formula, you get the same result, ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square formula only. Okay, friends. Now, coming to, this is about the diagram. This is about, this is the length of the perpendicular drawn from Pz naught onto this line. Now, similarly, foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point Pz naught onto the line. Okay, if Px comma y is a point x1 comma what is that? Foot of the perpendicular. Okay. Suppose this is x1 y1 and this is a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and this is qh comma k, this is what? Foot of the perpendicular. Then coordinates of that foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point P onto the line is given by, actually there we can write that as what? H minus x1 by a equal to k minus y1 by b equal to minus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. This is the formula for foot of the perpendicular. You can calculate h comma k there. But in complex numbers, the same formula you can do like this. A bar z naught, substitute that point here, a bar z naught minus a z naught bar, because here this line versus this line, they are perpendicular. They are perpendicular. So any line perpendicular to, we are writing it, and this point, this is passing through the point p z naught bar. There we are finding the distance. Okay, and this is about the diagram. Foot of the perpendicular. These are all are the standard formula at present. Proofs for these things are not necessary, but the formula point of view, they are very, very useful for you. Please, that's why you please practice this formula. Okay, my friends. So this is about Pz naught, and this is the line given for you. Then how to find that foot of the perpendicular, that is q, that we can do it. Similarly, see image of the point. Here, this is the point given for you, and this is what image. So P RQ or POQ, they are in collinear. So that image, how can we find that image of the point P z naught with respect to the line? That is minus of a bar z naught plus b by a bar. These are the most important derivations. Proofs are not required at present. If you are really, if you want the proofs seriously, I will provide all the proofs in the coming lessons also. But at present, first focus on the formula. But the thing is, whenever you get any confusion, you just convert them into the Cartesian form, that is in x and y. You will get the original results that already we have derived in our coordinate geometry. The same things here also holds good in complex numbers. Okay, that's why. So foot of the perpendicular as well as image, these two are also very, very important concepts in the complex numbers. One should practice this formula thoroughly. And of course, my friends, you like this video, you please share and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon. And moreover, please check the description there. I am providing links for all previous lessons also. In this lesson in Max series, especially in season 2, we are concentrating and we are touching every minute part of the complex numbers in a detailed manner. The points that I am stressing more on in this video, you please put everything on paper and practice them thoroughly. And we will meet with the next lessons. Thank you.